I'm going to go through a couple of boxes of my storage boxes. This is box number 30. Again, if you've seen some of these before, you'll know that they're sort of a treasure trove. This looks like a bunch of cards that I put at the end for no particular reason. We'll figure out why they're here. I guess it's artifacts from Avacyn Restored and a few other sets at around the time. Looks like things from pack pulls and just filler tokens that were put in here. So yeah, tokens, few lands, storage filler that I put at the end of a box just so that it would be full. Okay, so there goes that. Let's see, are these, I wonder if these are 6-pack selections. I know I save these sometimes so that in the future I can have fun doing a sealed thing, but no, this is not the case. This is just green cards, not having to do anything with immigration. And they seem to be from Avacyn Restored. This is probably some of the leftovers from my gigantic Avacyn Restored playset of used commons and uncommons that I bought. Some M15 and some Theros. So I'll go through the commons fairly quickly. I don't think, hold on a second, let me adjust my viewer so I can see them better. I don't think, yeah, there's heavy repetition. These are cards that I need to know where they are. So now I know that a lot of the Avacyn Restored common uncommon bulk, if you will, paid like $30 for it. It would have been a great deal if it was new for Phyrexia. It definitely is not a great deal for Avacyn Restored. It just isn't. And then I know I cracked a box of M15, and I think these cards look like some of what was left over. There's a Mana Dork. We won those. Beautiful artwork. Really like this artwork. Okay. Remember when this card came out. I always forget a small detail when I do these setups, and sure enough, I forgot to turn on the lights in this room. There's still enough sunlight that it won't matter. You probably won't notice the difference much, but every bit of light helps these videos. So I think after I film this box, I think the next ones are definitely going to get the lights on in this room. Tomorrow, of course, is the Battle Bond pre-release. I hope I make it. I ordered a box. It looks like it's going to be mostly bulk. So I'm already preparing for what kind of a bulk build am I going to do after I'm done with picking the best cards into commander decks. I think I'm going to make two-headed giant commander decks with them. But then whatever's left over, since they're not really standard cards, most of them, they really are bulk. No matter how good they may be, and just from looking through them, they didn't seem like they were. I didn't see anything in there that I would consider a money uncommon, except Swords to Plowshares, but that's a legacy card, anyways. All right, so here we go. Some 2-color action. Alright, so let's go the green cards. I'm sure the next batch is going to be red cards. Sure enough. So I see Theros, I see New Phyrexia. Nice selection. At some point I want to build Theros Amonkhet cube. I may even do it as I do Ravnica cubing in the fall. But I just know that there's a group of players who are going to be totally disgusted with Ravnica, and I know I want to do some builds that those players would like, and so I think it's going to be something else. It's going to be like Amonkhet Theros. I love the artwork for Amonkhet. If only it had been as big a block as Theros. It is incomplete. It covers 7 of the 2 color pairs, whereas Theros covers all 10. 7 or 9, it's not complete. You cannot build to commanders, for instance, or planeswalkers to all 10 2 color combinations, otherwise known as the guilds. Okay, so a combination of M15 and Avacyn Restored and Theros is in here. Nice lightning strike, an uncommon in Exelon, which I think is kind of lame, but at least it's in the set. And I'm also going to be building to the standard that will be in place when Ravnica 3, the first set, comes out in the fall. So to that big format, which will get as big as it can be, nice card. When Magic 2020 comes out next summer, that's the standard format and Brawl format that I'll be building to very soon. As soon as I'm done going through my Battle Bond box, building commander decks for those, some sort of a Battle Bond cube, and then taking the bulk and recycling it and having some fun with bulk. I also have some totally true bulk that I got at the dollar store. Those 20 card packs for $1. I've got 10 of those. I'm going to crack them once I get the box and have fun. I also recently found my Zombies cube, which I knew I had done a while back. It's not that big. It's only a single fat pack box. But I built it, set it aside, and just lost track of where I put it. And while looking for the dinosaur deck that my son played at the Excellent Two-Headed Giant, which I did not find, while looking for that, I found something else that I had also lost. I'm sure you're all familiar with that, all 3 of you. Hold on, still this viewer still not exactly where I want it to be. There we go. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, a common and uncommon playset of a large set is a ton of cards. I think the common uncommon playset for Dominaria is worth buying. But in hindsight, even though I love Avacyn Restored, and it's my first set, if you will, it's still too many cards. As I go through my bulk, I always come across a portion of that gigantic selection of cards. I really like this theme. I play this card a lot on Magic Online. The theme that they had in Avacyn Restored of you control a single creature kind of theme. This is a great card. I love it. Essence Harvest. Okay, these are repeated. Yeah, I have no idea how these cards landed in here. Except for the ones that are from Avacyn Restored. I know where those came from. I don't really know where the other ones came from. I'm sure random pack cracks. I think this one's another one of the single card theme deck, if I remember correctly. Great artwork. Yeah, this one definitely. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than this card. Well, if you're down to this card, you don't need to sacrifice anything. And this is the other one. At the beginning of your end step, if you control exactly one creature, put a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying into the battlefield. So you got to figure ways to have other crappy creatures to sacrifice and get your 5/5 black demon, and then you just use it. Yeah. I actually forget exactly how the deck worked, but I've built it before and had a lot of fun with it. Love this card. Everything about it. Just the theme and how you can use it to get rid of other cards. Again, I'm not taking my time because I just want to know what's in here. I'm not really going for an in-depth discussion, so I definitely want to make sure that it's one video per box. I was doing 2 videos per box at some point, and I'm like, no, I only really need to be able to save myself from having to go through the box, and I also don't like to put my filthy paws on the decks, on the cards all the time. And so if I film them, then I know what's in them, and then I can say, oh, I know where to look for this. If I want to find a bunch of infect cards, like I'm building a little infect commander deck. It's got a little bit of infect just for the -1/-1 counters around one of the Amonkhet lords, not lord, commanders, the red-black one with minotaurs. I just need to know where the minotaurs are, and I need to know where the infect junk cards are, and then I just go and pick them up. Okay, so we're down to the white cards, and I better remember to turn on the light, because I think when I turn on the light, the glare on the sleeved cards goes down. Right now, you can see very clearly the camcorder behind me that's pointed at the cards. But again, this is just a storage lookup video for future deck building. Angels, that's nice. I'm going to need a lot of them for casual angel builds around Lyra Dawnbringer. And this is not a casual card. Didn't even know it was here. Same here. I didn't know this card was here. Great card. Okay. So now we're going to do the white commons and call it a day. And I'm still under my 16-minute mark easily. Kind of disappointed in Battle Bond not having any really good uncommons and commons, other than a few reprints. But again, it's a summer set. It's just about having fun. You need to be aware that when you buy a booster box of the summer casual set, you're buying mostly bulk. That kind of comes with the territory, because you're not going to be able to use those cards in standard. So it's immediate, it's instant bulk, instead of standard, which is works itself out as bulk once it retires out of standard course, a lot of the cards are born bulk, they're jank, and you never play them outside of the pre-release. So that's true too. And this is why I think there's a lot of room for building casual commander decks, casual brawl decks, casual everything. Okay, and here we are, we're done.